Donald Trump just keeps winning. It's so crazy. This dude is like an unstoppable winning machine. Even when corrupt judges whose wives certainly, definitely don't take money from USAID. Wait, what? They do? When judges try to block him from offering federal employees a buyout, they still lose. He still wins. After all this was exposed, guess what happened? A judge has now said, oh, guess what? Donald Trump's plans can move forward. And the Democrats also whine and complain about failing to land a viral moment during their DOGE hearing because that's all they're doing. All of them are just trying to go viral, and they should probably be more worried about justifying how they've been fleecing the American people. There's so much winning going on between Trump and DOGE right now. It's kind of a whirlwind to cover. Let's start with this one. By the way, I hope you tune in to our live show every day at 1 Eastern over on Rumble. Download the Rumble app, follow the quartering. Otherwise, make sure you watch on YouTube. Quartercast is the channel here. You can always find it linked in my description. That said, judge now allows President Trump's buyout for federal employees to move forward. A federal judge in Massachusetts, not Washington, D.C., by the way, on Wednesday restored President Trump's buyouts for federal employees, delivering a setback to unions that oppose a central piece of Trump's efforts to drastically cut the federal workforce. What would unions have? What's the problem if Trump wants to offer a buyout and people willingly take it? Why? What is the union worried about with that? Trump offered a buyout. These people willingly took it. I see no problem with that. He didn't, you might argue if you work at the Department of Education or you work at, one of these places that have just been unilaterally closed. The U.S. District Court Judge George O'Toole said that federal employee unions who stopped the programs lack standing to bring their challenge and that the court does not even have the jurisdiction to hear their complaint. The unions do not have the required direct stake in the fork directive, but they're talking about the fork in the road thing, but are challenging a policy that affects others, specifically executive branch employees. This is simply not efficient or sufficient. Now, this is it. This is all they said. That's all they had to say. Yeah, Trump wins again. It's going to be on the 40th page of the paper, along with the other corrections. Just a few days ago, Democrats were dancing around, celebrating how judges were absolutely, totally wrecking Trump, and that he couldn't get anything passed, and he was totally getting owned. Doesn't seem that way to me. Oh, by the way, Trump is also close to ending the war in Ukraine. Oh, no big deal. No big deal. Trump now said he's spoken to Putin and agreed to negotiate a Ukraine ceasefire. The U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth said that Ukraine would have to cede territory, alarming Kiev and European allies. Well, that's just the truth of it. I don't know if I agree with it or if I disagree with it, but it is the solution. Give up a little land, have Russia compensate them for it in some way, shape, or form, money or trade deals or something like that, and get on with this. You're going to lose that war. If the United States stops funding it, which we should be doing, Ukraine loses that war in about 3 weeks. I have no issue with my Ukrainian viewers. I have no issue with my Russian viewers, but we all know this. If the United States stops funding this proxy war, it's over. So let's stop pretending like the Ukrainians are winning this war against Russia all by themselves. Okay? Let Europe take care of it. If Europe wants to fund the war, fine by me. I'm out. I'm done. I was done 100 billion ago. Now, Trump said that he was okay with Ukraine not having NATO membership. Good, by the way. And that it was unlikely that Ukraine would take back much land in the negotiation. So Ukraine's basically taking the L here. Now, hopefully, they can figure out a way that Russia would compensate Ukraine for this land and that Ukraine can save face and people can stop dying. As a general rule, I think that would be a good thing. Trump said that he was not closely concerned with which territories were handed over. I'm just here to try and get peace. I don't care so much about anything other than I want to stop having millions of people killed. Well, I don't think it's millions. I don't know the exact number, but certainly it's up there. The rapid entry into negotiations with Russia and open demands that Ukrainians concede land will have set alarm bells off ringing in Kiev and among its European allies, and the Trump administration will offer minimal resistance to Putin's demand to cut a deal as quickly as possible. Fine by me. Hey, Ukrainian allies in Europe, right? Take a break from getting taken over by take a break from awarding the most popular baby name in your country of Muhammad. Take a break from that and go ahead and fund another war. You can fund the war in Ukraine. Now, I know my European viewers don't want to fund it. That isn't a dig on my UK viewers or my German viewers. I know you guys don't want to fund it either. And you guys aren't happy about the number one baby name in your country being Muhammad. Okay? So let's stop pretending and end this. And that's exactly what Trump's doing. Trump's saying, look, player, you're not winning this war. The American people are done paying for it. It's been going on for years. It's a giant money laundering operation. And it stops now. So you can concede some land, or you can fight without the United States, funding your war. That's the deal. In a social media post, Trump said he held a lengthy and highly productive phone call with Putin, and they agreed to have respective teams start negotiations immediately. He said that he and Putin had agreed to visit each other's country, later telling reporters that their first meeting would take place in Saudi Arabia. As we both agreed, we want to stop the deaths taking place in the war with Russia and Ukraine, Trump wrote on social media. President Putin even used my very strong campaign motto of common sense. We both believe very strongly in it. We agreed to work together very closely, including visiting each other's nations. Cue CNN and MSNBC and everybody else saying that Trump is a Russian asset. Don't care. Done paying for the war. Again, my heart goes out to the Ukrainian people. But I can't pay for your war anymore. I can't. I won't. I've been paying for it for the past several years. I don't even know a single Ukrainian. And I'm paying for your war. Just like I'm paying for water in Sudan. I could name people in this country that need water. I'm sure that you feel the same about your country. Let's say for a second, if you could, I know it's probably unrealistic, but think about if Ukraine wasn't at war and you found out that, your government was sending billions of your dollars to fight a war in another country while you have hungry people in Ukraine. Would you support that? Of course you wouldn't. Russia wouldn't either. The Russian people, the Ukrainian people. All right? End this war. Now, of course, no big deal. Trump's just going to end that war and he's also ended the Israel-Hamas battle, at least for now. Democrats also humiliated, failing to land a viral moment in the DOGE hearing. The highly anticipated first meeting of this House subcommittee on delivering of government efficiency came and went on Wednesday with scarce political drama. So that tells you all they cared about. All they care about is political drama and scoring gotcha points on social media. They don't actually care about DOGE. They don't actually care about whether or not they're moving forward the agenda that the American people want. They don't care about any of this. They care about political points and viral moments. That's what they care about. Democrats sought to cast a subcommittee, a complementary effort to the so-called Department of DOGE, led by Elon Musk, as an extension of what they see as a corrupt executive branch plot to destroy federal bureaucracy. I'm fine with them destroying federal bureaucracy. Though Republicans largely sidestepped those attacks, arguing that they were in the business of eliminating government waste, while Democrats had little interest in engaging in earnestly on the subject. Big agree. Big agree.
In the last Congress, Chairwoman Green literally showed a dick pic in our oversight congressional hearing. So I thought I'd bring one as well.
I'm not showing that. I assume it's not actually one. Oh, it's a picture of Elon.
Chairwoman, Congresswoman Green.
You know what Elon Musk doesn't seem to be looking into? His own contracts. Do you know how much money a day Mr. Musk will receive from the federal government for his contracts?
No.
The answer is $8 million a day. We're not looking into...
Well, we should look into it. The American people agree. We should look into the money that Elon Musk is getting per year, what that money's for. I assume it's for Starlink or other projects. And if it's wasteful, it should be cut. Absolutely. Is that what you wanted to hear? Did you think I was going to say, well, Elon money is separate? No, I think Elon Musk, the money Elon Musk gets should also be looked into. How Elon Musk DOGE took over the education department one office at a time. Staffers from Elon Musk's secretive government slashing effort DOGE have pushed the highest Department of Education officials out of their own offices, rearranged the furniture, and set up white noise machines to muffle their voices. Instead of collaborating with Trump officials, the DOGE employees appear to be competing with one another to make the biggest budget cuts. Great, gamify it. What's more, DOGE team budget cutting demands appear to be arbitrary, not rooted in any political policy or goals. Well, I have yet to see a single cut that I've disagreed with. I have yet to see a single cut that I disagree with. You know, have you seen a cut? Have you seen a cut DOGE has made that you vehemently disagree with? That you're like, whoa, wait a minute, I don't think we should be cutting that. I didn't think so. So in the first 3 weeks of Trump's presidency, he's cut billions in waste. He's going to end the war in Ukraine probably in the next week or two. He ended the war in Israel and Hamas before he ever even took over. And he continues to make the libs seize with rage. I'm absolutely here for it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe to my live stream channel if you're a YouTube-only viewer, or to download the Rumble app and follow the quartering there. Watch us live every day at 1 Eastern, and we'll talk to you again real soon.